Holy cow, everybody. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown is back with an expansion pass which will guarantee you access to all DLCs to come. And good news, the first of those DLCs, Delta Chronicles, is available right now. The biggest advantage of the expansion pass is the price. It's a better deal to get the expansion pass than buying each DLC individually when they'll be available. In case y'all forgot, Across the Unknown is a story-driven survival strategy game with roguelike elements that allows you to explore alternate decisions in the Voyager universe, which I'm sure lots of our listeners would have strong opinions about. What if Captain Janeway decided differently? What if the crew embraced Borg tech? What if we decided to keep Tuvix? And so on. Let your decisions shape how the story of Star Trek Voyager should go, even if it diverges from the canon story. The Delta Chronicles DLC comes with 5 new side missions based on some of the series' most memorable episodes. On top of that, you'll get 4 new NPC ships, including the imposing Voth City ship and a Ferengi Marauder that can be recruited as an ally, as well as 2 new heroes in the playable roster, Professor Fora Gagan and Reginald Barclay in holograph form. There's also a free update that brings a broad range of free content and improvements to the game, including 7 new ship quests and events, refined tech tree descriptions, UI upgrades, balance adjustments, and quality of life improvements shaped in close collaboration with the game's highly active community. So if you haven't checked out Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown yet, now is a fantastic time to try. Check out the link in the description below for all the different places you can grab the game: Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Nintendo Switch 2. But wait, there's more. We have a special offer specifically for Newbie Star Trek listeners. If you want to get the Steam version of the base game for 35% off, use our promo code NewbieStarTrek35, all one word, in the Daedalic store. There's a link to the Daedalic store in our description, but hurry, because the promo will only be available until July 26th, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So hurry on over to the Daedalic store and use our promo code NewbieStarTrek35 for 35% off the base game through a Steam code. Thanks, Daedalic Entertainment, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. And now back to the show. Okay, I think this is all normal. Okay.
Define normal. I don't know how my voice will last.
Oh, what happened?
I'm sick.
Oh, you're sick. Oh,
yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Just life.
I got butt diarrhea.
Life
Too
entered
much
your throat.
soccer.
Too much soccer, dude.
There was a lot of soccer. There's a lot of soccer going on.
Not enough.
It continues for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, maybe by the time you listen to this, the soccer has ended. I think.
No, probably not.
Really? Like 2 weeks from now, it's not going to be over?
It'll be over in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So by the time people listen to this, it'll.
But I mean, if they listen to it like right when it comes out, it might still be on.
Yeah, maybe. If you're an early listener, yeah. All right, let's just slide into the thing right here, because getting into what, like a can of beer?
Yeah.
Why not just
Why say it in that voice? Like, is that a reference to something?
It's from Teen Wolf. He's like, I'd like a keg of beer.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Is it from like the movie Teen Wolf?
Yeah, remember he goes to buy he gets that fake ID and tries to buy the beer.
Like, my memories of Teen Wolf are just scattered like pieces aired on TV. That's it. Like,
He's so nervous that he starts to transform, but only his eyes and his voice change. And then he goes up to the liquor store guy and he's like,
Yeah, that's how it sounded. Yeah, like a monster.
yeah.
Well, if he's turning into a wolf, that's appropriate. But
Yeah.
So it was like a digital distortion effect, is what you're saying.
Yeah, dude. I don't think Michael J. Fox talks like that.
Oh.
Maybe he does. Maybe he did it on his. Maybe here's why he was such a celebrated actor, and they're like, we need to get him for Back to the Future. Like,
he's good at voices.
Yeah, the crew of Spin City had to discourage him from doing it all the time.
Yeah. He's Bob's and Mechas. Do you want me to do the voice regular or like a robot? Why would you like a robot?
Because I can.
Michael, we got
his voice changer again.
Yeah, dude.
Michael, you gotta stop going back in time while we're shooting Spin City.
Not stop.
We watched The Collaborator this week.
Back to DS9.
Yep, DS9.
Back to
Why do they call them
DS9.
collaborators and not just, I mean, that's a fancy word for a Nazi, I guess.
I mean,
Nazi
collaborators are.
Yeah.
Isn't that a real category of like what people were accused
I guess,
of? And
yeah.
like it's a real like term.
Back
that
then, it
people
was kind of
used to single people
you're
out.
a collaborator in a bad way, not in a good way. Now, if you're a collaborator, it's a plus.
Synergy, synergy.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Are you
YouTube
are you a collaborator? We're
Kardashian sent
collaborators
command for a hot collab.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now collabing means you're gonna do OnlyFans with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a collaborator? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you want to collab?
Yeah.
That means do you
Yeah.
want to fuck on camera?
Do you want to collab?
That's the modern.
I feel like the term has taken on many new lives in the modern era.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Used to mean you were a Nazi, but
It
now
didn't
it
mean
means
you were a Nazi. That they didn't.
I mean,
they didn't invent it for the
one of
Nazis.
many contexts
the word
in which it has
existed
been
before
used.
that.
The Nuremberg trial, people were like, "We're gonna come up
need a
with
word."
the term
Yeah.
collaborator in the
Yeah,
future.
to be
We'll
fair,
make it more positive."
We've been using that word for like years, hundreds of years.
To be fair, most of the time they would be pretty specific about what type of collaborator. Also, like I'm used to hearing like Nazi collaborator or
Are you a good
something like
collaborator or a bad collaborator?
Pokemon collaborator.
Like it isn't just some vague, nondescript collaborator that we must, intuit.
It's
We
just
can get specific.
The evolution of language and the way we use it is very interesting.
What do you
Anyway,
mean? What do you mean?
It's just interesting, like how language evolves and the way we use things. It's just a thought, a fleeting thought.
Well, many things changed in this episode. A lot of things
A lot of
completely
figs?
changed. Well, big. This is what we meant when DS9 is willing to do big changes.
Yeah, this is a crazy episode.
We picked up some old plot threads.
Yeah.
Or we revisited some stuff that was hanging around.
This is a problem with the 20-something episode season. You know, like I was just thinking that. Like I recently watched The Office in Espanol, the Mexican Office, and that
it's a
had-
Mexican office. Oh, you know that.
There's an office in every country.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
Is it called
We
Oficina?
We also didn't start it. I don't know if you know that. The British did. Like they start many things.
Yeah.
I want to say it's 8 episodes, 6 to 8 episodes, and I was like, that was the perfect amount of episodes that I wanted. You know, and I feel like not that I've seen new Star Trek, but I know because it's on Paramount Plus, it's less episodes. So I prefer that model. I don't think it works with an hour-long show to have that much stamina, you know?
Well, on the flip side, all of the Paramount Plus shows are generally considered to be the worser Star Trek. So, except for Strange New Worlds, which has gone more back to a more traditional Star Trek format of having like 20 episodes a season, I think. So
we don't need 20-something episodes. Like we don't need.
Don't worry, you're not going to get them.
I also don't know if that's actually the problem because, like for example,
it's the problem.
Like for example, Sarah and I are watching The Pit, and The Pit is like 15 to 20 episodes or something a season, and it's very good.
HBO. It's definitely not 20 episodes. I would bet my life that it's not 20 episodes.
How much would you bet it is?
I mean, since it takes place in one day, maybe 12?
I believe it's 15.
Okay, but it's not 20 something.
Yeah, but that's more than the 8 you're talking about. So
yeah, but
I mean,
now you're splitting butt hairs. What
I'm saying is, I don't think
the pit is okay. I'll reclassify it. The HBO model is the model we should go with, America. Like that is like I don't want 22. I just want enough for the story to get through. Like I feel like a lot of HBO shows don't have a lot of filler. Yeah. And I feel like the filler they do, they're like, oh, we could fill this filler with meaningful filler. Like, I feel like The Sopranos had some episodes that you were like, oh, that was a little filler. But you're like, oh, wow, it turned out to be one of my favorites. Had nothing to do with the storyline that's continuing, but it was a great little deviation.
Right.
How many episodes per season was The Sopranos?
Sopranos season 1 was 13.
Okay.
Season 2 was 13. 3 was 13. 4 was 13. 5 was 13. I think 6 was the weird one. 6 was 21. Yeah.
It's sounding like the mid-teens scene is like a sweet spot here.
Yeah, I mean, like a A lot of
Yeah.
modern prestige television ended up doing like the 13, I think. I think like Breaking Bad was like 13.
Like a lot of anime series, they go for 13.
Yeah, Better Call
Yeah.
Saul did like 10 per season.
I like wanting more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think also, I mean, Dan and I talked about this before. I feel like if you have longer seasons, it also lets you do some like, there's room to have experimental episodes. And I feel like that's also healthy
more
for a
room.
franchise. Because I think what happens, at least from what I've seen, is that like the entire season needs to be this one story. And sometimes that story's bad. If it's bad, you are now stuck with this the whole season. And like, I guess that also depends on the type of show. Like for Star Trek, you know?
Yeah. But I rather that be the case than like, I feel like this season, more than any other season, both on here and on TNG, we had a lot of like, you know, like I didn't need to go back to this guy. Like this guy was important. You know what I mean?
Well, for TNG, I think for sure. I think we are very colored by the last season of TNG, where it's like they were literally struggling to fill out their 26 episode order. Like literally the last episode, the pitch for the episode was done on the fly over the phone, right? So they were like not sure what to even do. And they were just scrambling for material, especially since by that point they had known the TNG writing crew. They knew that there wasn't going to be an 8th season, and we're now preparing for a movie. Also, you guys are writing the movie. So they're like, okay, we're writing the movie at the same time that we're trying to finish off the 7th season of TNG while also writing an hour-long finale. It was a mess. Like there's way too much going on. I think with DS9, it's a different symptom. We're seeing like a weird transitional period between episodic TNG style storytelling and serialized storytelling.
It feels like we've had a few different episodes where we felt like, or one of us made a comment where it feels like they're starting to get going on this serialized stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're really starting to get going on like ongoing threads and things.
And then they forget about it for like 5 episodes.
I feel like we've said that
This
a lot.
feels like the latest one of those.
Yeah.
Where it does actually continue plot lines that, you know, were established in earlier episodes, and it does not conclude them either.
But and this plot thread is from literally a season ago.
Right.
Like that's the thing.
You mean her relationship with like?
Well, the relationship was like halfway through this season, but like the whole,
and also like the fate of who is the next Kai, like who's going to become the next Kai.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know she was with that guy like that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know they were.
I feel like it comes out a bit out of left field.
I was like,
because
this feels more than like a situationship. This feels like
it didn't seem like their relationship had advanced to that point already. Like it was clear that they were flirting with each other and they were like walking off together, maybe having a fling, but it still seems surprising to me too that she was that close to him by now.
Yeah. They had both become like 100% committed to each other versus
but like that's like her boyfriend/partner.
Yeah,
enough for her to say she loves him.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize it progressed that quickly, but I mean, good for her. I guess good for them.
I'm not sure the show necessarily gave us the indication either. Like
it didn't. Yeah,
I don't think it did.
Because the last time we saw Vedek Bareil was the one where they had the fling. And then,
like he was brought on as a distraction for her, and like is how it was framed.
Yeah, exactly.
But it didn't seem like, oh yeah, as your distraction, we're going to bring your boyfriend.
Yeah, it didn't like they didn't say like, are we going steady now? Or I mean, all this is assumed to have come in the background, which is fine.
Yeah,
I think it's just that because, but I think because of the length of time, we're wondering why didn't we see anything between those 2 times? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Whereas like if it was literally the next episode, you could then just infer, oh, they've gotten more serious from one episode to the next. It would be more continuity. But because you've waited this long without seeing it at all, you're like, whoa, when did that happen? A lot of other stuff happened, but none of that was shown. That's weird. You'd think we would have popped in on it every once in a while to see. But anyway, that's the Collaborator. It first aired on May 22nd of 1994, which was 6 days after the last episode, Ro's last episode, Preemptive Strike. So I do think we do need to fall into this wormhole in order to catch up on what's going on.
Let's see what's in there. Let's start off with music. Madonna was back on the charts with the song I'll Remember. There was also a one-hit wonder, I Swear, by All For One. And also popular was a cover of Baby I Love Your Way by the reggae group Big Mountain, which confused me for years and years because I never understood that was a cover. And then I learned later it was Peter Frampton. I was like, how come he sounds so funky in that one version? Or that one song? And yeah, so.
Okay. So Peter Frampton covered them?
Peter Frampton did the original. Big Mountain was the cover in the 90s that became super popular.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that song had a revival in the 90s, and I only knew it that way. And so I later learned about Peter Frampton, and they melded together in my mind. And it took me a long time to parse them out. So, in the realm of TV, on May 19th, In Living Color aired its last episode just 4 days prior to the final episode of TNG, meaning that there is a poor subset of fan out there who was really into both shows and got pretty bummed out that week because both of those shows ended. So shout outs to you if that was you in the 90s.
You're like, my two
my two favorite shows in living color.
And Star Trek The Next Generation.
No more Ferengi daemons nor daemons of Wayans.
Oh my God.
In the realm of movies, we had Maverick, directed by Richard Donner, the Superman guy, starring Mel Gibson, Jodie Foster, James Garner, and also Alfred Molina.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Not much to say about that unless Ricardo has anything about it.
I think this movie's okay. I mean, I like the Superman director. What's his name?
Donner.
I like Donner. I don't like, for the most part, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I don't like funny, clean Westerns. The only Western I like, but it wasn't clean, like meaning like it just, this movie looked too clean. You know what I mean? Like too polished. Where like Blazing Saddles, it's funny, but it doesn't look clean. It still looks a little dirty. You know what I mean? The West still looks dirty. I don't like my Frontier Days looking too clean. Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
You want that gritty look. You want that Deadwood look.
I don't like this movie, and I don't like Silverado. It's too fun.
That's fair. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I like depressing Westerns and really long.
This was like, I feel like this must have been an attempt to throw back to like, look at our fun Westerns, like Gunsmoke. And we're all just having a grand old time in the West, you know.
I mean, the 90s did have like what I call pop Westerns, but they were still good though. Like Young Guns.
Right.
Still really good. But
what is the one you quote? I forget the one you quote all the time.
Is it Young Guns?
The two guns, one's for each of you.
Oh, Tombstone? That is on the verge of being a pop Western, but it isn't.
Right, yeah.
But it was.
That's also one where you're like, everyone's very manicured, but they're also like very killing each other.
Yes.
So
well, I mean, I don't care if they're manicured, if they're like, it just there's contrast to that. Like you see like them riding the horses and they're dirty, but also like the West was very colorful as well. So like I'm just saying like the aesthetic of Maverick looks too clean for me, but the aesthetic of Tombstone looks just right.
Oh,
all right. So take it from Ricardo. Don't watch Maverick. Watch Tombstone.
Yeah, dude.
Finally, on the 20th of May,
Young Guns.
Or Young Guns. On the 20th of May, Disney's Buena Vista home video division put out The Return of Jafar, the first direct-to-home video sequel ever from Disney, released on VHS and Laserdisc. It was made more for a TV-level budget, and it served as the transitional groundwork for the animated series that started later in the year. It also swapped out Robin Williams for Homer Simpson, Dan Castellaneta, because there was a lot of drama between Disney and Robin by then. There are big old YouTube video essays about it that I never got around to watching myself, but you can go find them.
I mean, it basically came down to Robin Williams says, don't use my name to market the movie. And they used nothing but his name to market the movie.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Yeah. That's all he wanted. He was just like, just don't use me as marketing.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's our trip through the wormhole.
Oh, just one quick note. Return to Jafar was a huge bet. They weren't sure if this was going to make any money at all. And then it made them so much fucking money. They were like, we need to do this for every fucking Disney movie ever made. Because they were like, this is like... I don't
remember what the second one, like what was the next direct-to-video follow-up after that? Was it Pocahontas 2?
I don't remember. What was the second ever direct-to-home Disney sequel.
I'm trying to remember like how the trend officially got going or like really rolling.
I think it may have just been the third Aladdin movie. I
oh,
think
really? They waited until after the Return of not Return of the King, the King of Thieves.
Yeah, the King of Thieves. Yeah. Where it turns out Aladdin is connected to every Arabian Nights story.
Yeah, it served as like a conclusion to the TV show as well.
Jafar has returned.
Yeah, that's literally the second movie somehow.
Part of it also part of that movie's task was also explaining how Iago got out of the lamp and into the TV show because they really wanted Iago in the TV show.
Yeah,
I don't like this movie.
That's fair. It's not
fair.
very good.
Not many people
really
do.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You know when we were a great country? When we used to make cartoons and toys out of rated R movies, those were the good days.
You mean like Chucky?
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
or like
RoboCop,
Rambo. Remember when we made Rambo into a cartoon for kids?
It
was fun having specialty companies that still do that now.
Yeah,
I liked having RoboCop toys as a kid. Korean like flea markets.
RoboCop had a cartoon. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. But Korean flea markets had so many RoboCop toys. My grandma used to work at a flea market, so I would get all these RoboCop toys.
Are you sure it wasn't Robert Cop?
I wish. Oh man,
I wish we had
been
real
so
Robert Cop.
As a kid, I would have been disappointed, but as I got older and wiser, I would have been so hyped to rediscover a Robert Cop.
Yeah, Robert Cop is so good.
We had like some of the cartoons we had based off rated R. So like we had RoboCop animated series, we had Rambo, the Toxic Crusader.
Yeah, true. There was a
Highlander,
Toxic Crusader.
Highlander, the animated
Highlander.
series.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
you had a Conan show.
Conan. Yep.
Plenty of Conan.
I mean,
we used to be good, dude. That stuff. Swamp Thing.
I mean, Rambo is crazy to me, like that.
Yeah.
All right. I think I hear someone asking a question.
Ricardo, Nana Visitor here. Could you please tell us what happened in this episode?
What indeed?
Yes. This was an interesting episode. I don't know. I'm trying to. I wish I had started this category before, like, we got deep into the podcast, where like I would be like, is this categorized into not only like my score, but like, would this be something I would ever watch again? Would this be something I could put on in the background at a party? Would this be?
You can start doing that now. Yeah,
I guess so.
You can do that now, especially once you get to Voyager. I think that's going to be very applicable.
Yeah, I guess so.
That type of categorization.
That's foreboding.
So
where does this one fall?
So.
You're struggling here.
Yeah, it's just because like there's some interesting things like in the beginning with like because my son was eating like lunch or dinner. He was eating while I was watching this, and he was like, "Whoa, should I be watching this, dude?" And I was like, because they were like kissing. And stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, this was on TV, dude." But I'm like, so like I'm torn because some parts would be kind of funny to have in the background because it's like it's not rated R, so like you could put it on at a party with the kids and stuff, and it's totally
it's broadcast television. It's fine.
Yeah.
But viewer discretion may be advised.
Yeah. But also, like, it's not one that like this didn't end and go, oh, that was fun. It was like.
Well, it's a fairly serious episode. Otherwise,
and the development isn't necessarily a good one either. It's not meant to leave you feeling great about what just happened. Like now, the jerk is your Kai. Yeah, and we've also found out that the previous Kai is also someone who requires a cover up to maintain a reputation, kind of like that one dude from Dax. That one episode.
Yeah, and it's interesting because. I guess it worked out because you do feel like the entire series, or at least this is season one, since Bareil came into the picture, you're kind of like, okay, so he's going to eventually become Kai. It's just this Winn lady is being a huge asshole. Like, how can she ever win? And then the writers admitted that is what they were writing as. They were being like, yeah, we're going to write to be Kai Bareil because, it makes sense. And then at the last minute, as they were writing this episode, they were like, that's boring. Let's make it Kai Winn. So, because otherwise you just have everyone kind of agreeing with each other and being like, yeah, a great idea. Let's all do that. Right. And you kind of want an enemy. And like, it's good to have one of the enemies be someone who's like kind of internal. So
I get that. It is a good like idea. Like conceptually, it's a compelling idea.
And it's a good way to deviate from like the Gene Roddenberry style of everybody gets along, all threats are external, you know. So it's a good way to like
that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a downer ending, but from a writing perspective, you know, it's the only way to make everything more
Louise
complex.
Fletcher continues her reign as a very like good actor at making you hate them.
Yes, she still remains, even though she's only showed up in like 3 episodes, you hate her more than any other villain in the show so far.
That's the sign of a great fucking actor, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a fantastic actor. Probably so far the best actor the show has had, where you're kind of just like, every time she's on screen, I want to fucking explode her.
Every time she's not on screen, everyone should be asking, where's Kai Winn?
Those are the actors who, like, I feel bad because they definitely get typecast, you know?
Like the Joffreys.
Yeah, like Billy Zabka. You know what I mean? Like, Billy Zabka is a good actor. He's a decent actor. But because he played such a good douchebag, we can never unsee that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the funny part is, at least, well, not the funny part. The good part is Louise Fletcher said she really loves playing villains. She loved being typecast. So she was like, this is great. I get to be a huge asshole in the show. So, yeah.
Did she go on beyond DS9 to do anything like super big or notable?
I think she was on another TV show. She did a lot of TV after Nurse Ratched. Well,
I would like to know if like just how thoroughly she was typecast as a villain, like post Nurse Ratched.
I mean, she went on to continue shooting movies till 2011, so that's one. But then like she was in like ER and like Seventh Heaven and all these other, like Roseanne. You know, she was in like random shows here and there. So you know, it was she had that kind of a career after. I mean, like after she's the type of actor where, even though she's a character actor, when she has been in a series of hits, she doesn't really need to work that much anymore. Like the back pay is so good that you can kind of just like choose which roles you want to do.
Used to be, not anymore.
Yeah, well,
streaming killed it.
If we're talking like residuals and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
that's the problem with like nowadays is that people are like, oh, you make movies, you're in the movies, oh, you must be rich. No, dude, like no. Sure, dude. In the heyday, even in the heyday of film and TV, you like, I think I've mentioned in various
times, that industry that used to churn out all that filler that you hate, Ricardo, is what you needed for this. You needed that industry.
I get it, but I'm saying like, because it was a blue collar type of artsy job, right? Like you're like, hey, I'm a background actor and I'm on TJ Hooker and I'm on this and I'm on that. And like also when there was 22 episodes, there weren't a billion streaming services. Do you know what I mean? That's why it works as well.
Yeah.
Because there was only 13 channels and then eventually we got cable, right? But like for the longest time, it was just 13 channels that you could, American channels, sorry.
Yeah.
And it took a long time for cable to start like building up an ability to develop its own program.
Yeah.
But even then, like there were so few shows. There just weren't that many shows.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, okay, now I'm hooked on the show, and now you know. But there's too many goddamn channels now. Too many streaming services. We gotta.
Yeah.
Some of you gotta go.
I'm feeling a lot of.
I know it'll be hard on you guys.
There's just too much media and art now. Go. We need to start permanently erasing some from existence so we can become more manageable.
Yeah,
that's the other thing is that there's also such a amazing backlog or catalog of really great media that people can just revisit whenever. That's like
you literally don't need new media when you're born now.
Yeah, how does it compete? You know,
don't actually need new media.
It's hard.
You don't actually need any of it. Yeah, no way.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? Like, because I feel like I've discovered artists that I would never discovered if it wasn't for Instagram and like, do you know what I mean? Like,
it feels like music torrenting all over again. Like the same story plays out forever, where it's like once you have broad access to anything and everything, yes, that's great because you have broad access to anything and everything, but it cheapens the experience overall, unfortunately, to some degree, where you just can't properly consider the full nuance and quality of everything you look at.
Yeah. And something happened in the news recently, and I'm gonna even though I'm an industry that like, I don't want you to pirate a movie. I want you to go see it. I want you to go to the theater. I want you know what I mean? If you're buying a movie online from Sony and they lose the rights to it, and they just say, "Oh, too bad you lost the movie," and they don't give you credit for it.
Yeah.
If buying is owning, then pirating isn't illegal. Pirate that movie.
Yeah.
That's
way to pirate a movie.
literally, so it's weird that you said that, but I was in a meeting earlier today and someone I was talking to literally just said the phrase that you just said too. So
it's been
pretty common in the area.
I have never
it's
heard
a
that
popular-
until like today, and now today I've heard it twice. So odd.
It is the motto of modern piracy.
Yeah.
Right. And Sony in particular has drawn extra ire lately because they also announced that they are discontinuing all physical production of their video games.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty major.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
So-
I mean, the thing I do is
Interesting.
like my Plex server is random, and a big reason why there's random stuff on it is because about half of it is media I'm converting from Blu-rays, but then the other half is like stuff that has disappeared and I cannot find anymore, but I managed to find in this one spot like archive.org, or someone had uploaded versions of it to YouTube, and I downloaded it and I put it on the Plex server to like archive it to make sure it kind of stays around as long as I can make it stay around. Like Netflix
In the future, they're going to be like, there was this guy, his name it appears to be Marvin, but he just, I guess he just cataloged all this stuff. I don't know.
I mean, obviously I won't
We're
be
looking
the
at all
only
this
one, but it's just that like
One of the ones.
there are certain things where it's like for example, Netflix got rid of their Voltron Legendary Defender TV show. Like you can no longer find it on YouTube, on Netflix, despite it being one of the best. Yeah, they got rid of it.
It's like an original series they made.
Yep, they removed it because it was a collaboration with DreamWorks. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So once their little contract with DreamWorks went up, it's gone.
Man, that's
that's the problem. Is that like sometimes you're like, it's the internet, you can find anything. It's like, yeah, but like
sort of.
The thing is, because rights are so split, rights are so split that you're like, it should be easy to find some of this, but it's not, because like back in the day it was like, oh, CBS Home Videos is distributing it, but it's made by Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so you had two weird companies collaborating that had no business collaborating, but they did because they're like, hey, we're gonna make it, but you distribute it.
It took so long for Batman to get onto Blu-ray.
Yeah, or like Wonder Years because of all the licensing stuff.
Or the Drew Carey show. It took fucking forever for it to get any like large scale home media distribution. So
I am now doing the thing where like I'm collecting, but I'm really nitpicky. So like if I have something that's digital and I'm like, this isn't the best quality, I have to track I'll track somebody down that has the discs.
Yeah.
And be like, I need to burn it. And then, or like, here, I've sent like 2-3 people Blu-ray burners so they could burn, something they have.
Yeah.
But like, I want so like I have a friend who like, between me and him, like I'm at 100 terabytes on my server.
And
it's
full of Blu-rays. Yeah.
And I'm a quarter into his collection. Like this guy is spent, and we're trying to rip it as fast, especially the old stuff because of disc rot. We're worried about disc rot.
That's the other thing. Owning it on Blu-ray is also not a guarantee.
Physical media is not also a guarantee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ironically, one of the oldest forms of physical media, vinyl, can actually last longer than Blu-rays and CDs because vinyl, if you just keep it vinyl and film.
Yeah.
Vinyl and film, if you keep them under the correct conditions, basically last forever.
So dildos will last forever, is what you're saying.
What about those laser discs?
No.
See, any sort of optical media, no matter how well you take care of it, it will be gone in like 50 years.
I'm trying to burn my untouched by George Lucas laser discs of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was our rant. That was our TED Talk on physical media. It's funny because for a while, if somebody on our server, on our Discord server, he buys a lot of physical DVDs. You know who he is. We know who he is. And I've been tempted to be like, let me send you a Blu-ray burner because you have a DVD that I need and I can't find anywhere. Also, a lot of public libraries have people are like, where did Netflix go? It went to the libraries. That's where they went. A lot of libraries have discs and sometimes out of print discs. So like if you look at your local, especially
libraries even carry like video games and stuff now.
So especially if you live like outside of major cities, you could find some gems if you go to like your local library.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, this episode, back to this episode. So it starts off and this dude,
just real quick, guy's name? I love how in Memory Alpha, the synopsis begins with, in an orb experience, comma.
Is that what they
Referring
call
to-
it? An orb experience?
Yeah, because he's having
That's
an
what Vedek
orb
Bareil's
vision.
doing, having his
Yeah.
crazy orb dream,
Yeah.
an orb experience.
So this guy's name's Vedek Bareil.
Still not orbs, by the way.
Barilla, whatever his name is. He's like,
Yeah,
he
the
makes
pasta.
pasta boy.
Mhm.
So pasta boy is going to be the next pope. No,
Or he's supposed to be.
let me
People
make
think he's
this.
going
Let
to
me
be.
make this correlation and see if it works. Okay, is it kind of like the ladies MAGA, or is he MAGA? Who's MAGA? On this group?
So MAGA, he's a progressive.
Okay, so one's MAGA and one's
Marvin's-
QAnon.
yeah.
QAnon. I think she's QAnon.
So she's less QAnon
she's like
than
conservative, right?
she's more like pure religious fundamentalism. She's more of like a Reagan, like a
So just a piece
old
of shit.
fashioned.
So just
Old
piece of shit.
fashioned. I want family values, but that
MAGA's
means I'm
not.
actually. Well, MAGA is just grifting.
I was responding to Ricardo.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, you were spotting Ricardo. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, like MAGA is like just straight up just grifting. You're just grifting, fleecing all the idiots.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Sure.
Reaganism is a fundamentalism using Christianity as a bedrock to manipulate and redistribute power within the government and economically and politically. So that is basically what Kai Winn wants to do. Now I can finally say, you know how long I've been struggling to not say Kai Winn constantly whenever we were talking?
I mean, you slipped up enough. I think you did anyway.
But yeah, because
I mean, I knew she was going to be Kai somehow. I don't know how, but I knew.
It was just burned in my brain to say Kai Winn. Vedek Winn doesn't make sense to me. But like that's what Kai Winn wants to do. She wants to like remake she wants to seize power, but she also wants to recreate the religious structure in her vision.
Yeah, she's clearly shown conservative leanings, and she wants power. That's about as much as we've seen from her so far.
And
Yeah.
her boyfriend is progressive.
Bareil is closer to probably like Jimmy Carter. Someone who's well-meaning, is still religious, is actually trying to be progressive, but is too timid to actually do much.
Like the big point of distinction we get to see in this episode is where Kai or Vedek Winn tells the children, remember, like, follow the rules and the prophets will love you.
Yeah.
And Bareil comes up and is like, hey, actually, the prophets will love you no matter what. It's fine. And she's like,
Exactly.
you misinterpret shit all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be, for American politics, probably the closest analogs.
Yeah.
I would say.
So basically, this is it. I'm gonna go fast because there's certain things we should talk about, but then like overall, this
Right.
episode was like a meh. So Barilla guy, let me look at his name.
Bareil.
Vedek Bareil, whatever his name. God damn, whatever his fucking name.
Wow. I've never like.
I like that. That's good though.
Yeah, that is some like choice audible stumbling.
Yeah, well, you know, Vedek Bareil is like, hey, I first of all, he's banging this chick, dude. What's her face?
Yeah.
Kira. He's banging her. He's there's no celibacy here, dude. Just
Man,
away, dude.
I like Kira with messy hair. She looks quite nice with messy hair.
I like that. Like, you don't know if like she would vote for him, you know, because he's like.
The relationship
has come up a couple of times where it's like where Kira doesn't actually agree with his actual religious interpretations of.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Like,
she's actually more conservative than he is.
She's just in love with him, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I've been seeing a lot of posts of like ladies who like divorced their MAGA husbands, and it just made me think of that. Like, I'm like, how long would she like? Yeah, she loves him now, but how long until like she would be like, "Fuck your politics, dude. I'm fucking done." Getting
Yeah.
Well,
But he's not
technically
he's not
she's
MAGA,
more,
right? Didn't we establish that he's not?
Yeah, technically
No, but
she's more conservative than he is.
Yeah.
They just have opposite.
Yeah.
Well, not opposite, but just differing political leanings. And she it seemed like she wasn't going to vote for him. Like, she kind of said, like, "Oh, I wasn't really planning on voting for you." I don't know.
Well,
if
she's
joking.
convinced if you have sex with me some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't know. I do like me, like, my wife and I don't see eye to eye, not politically, but like religiously. You know what I mean? Like, but it's fun,
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think that works. I
think that's similar, actually. They're speaking about it religiously. They don't see eye to eye. They're just like, oh, I'm more this way, and you're.
Yeah. I think that, and I get it. Like, it's hard now. Like, more people are doing it, dating through apps. But I think if I had been dating and trying to meet my wife and it was all digital, we wouldn't have ever matched. Just never would have matched.
Well, also the apps just don't work. Like
yeah. But just like the algorithms would not have put us together.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
I do like that it happened the way it happened. Because even politically, like she's a liberal. But I sometimes you know how like the spectrum sometimes goes a little too far and you're like, oh shit, I'm almost on the other side now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm floating into like I could be extremist, but I'm going a little too far. Now I'm down here and I'm catching up to the really conservative people.
I just think people are complex. You know, that's all.
I mean, there's some overlap on both sides, which are important.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
on the issue people can feel pretty differently.
I think some of the overlap I see, especially
AK-47s,
especially living in the South where I live, is gun ownership. I think that's an overlap that I see a lot with like progressive liberals and then conservative, where like, you know, people do want to have their own guns like or protection. Whether the choice to have that.
I want every monkey and human to have guns.
So that's like, I kind of feel like an overlap issue where like, you know, different reasons, maybe different motivations, maybe different beliefs on how to, obtain said weapon.
I want everybody to be licensed. But I want everyone. I want everyone to have one. I want everyone to be trained, and I want everyone to have one. Just like you turn 18, and we're going to give you. It's a 1 week course. You get we register for you to vote. We get you if you don't have a license, we're going to get your license, and we're going to get you a gun by the end of the week. Boom! All these
no beer though.
Things.
I've had it up to here with your rules.
Yeah.
No beer or cigarettes, though.
If I was a Mamdani, I'd be like, "That's what we're gonna do, dude. We're gonna. You turn 18.
We're gonna give every kid in the city a gun."
Yeah. Yes, dude.
This is what I'm conservative people will be like, "Oh my god, do we love or hate him? I don't know."
There will be no more victims.
I don't know.
Look, in between high school and college, we're gonna teach you how to balance your fucking checkbook, how to file taxes.
Yes,
so it's a week course. You do that. You learn how to fucking fry an egg.
Responsible gun ownership.
We're gonna teach you how to fucking make a fried egg. 3. We're gonna teach you the fucking food pyramid, dude. Don't eat McDonald's every day.
This is all home ec, though. Like, this is like people like home ec again. You just need home ec to be actually good. A lot of home ec is just awful.
But it isn't. But also, you're trying to in high school. You're just trying to fucking kiss somebody, dude. So you're not paying attention, dude. So like, do it once you're 18 and you're a little older. You know what I mean? And then
what are you saying now? Like you're saying wait till after they're out of school now?
Yeah, 18.
I thought you were saying you're
all over the place.
We are teaching them at 18. We're teaching them how to fucking make their taxes, balance checkbook, and how to own a gun.
Fuck you! I graduate. I don't want to learn from anything else anymore.
And at the end, dude, not only are you going to learn how to use a gun, I'm going to give you a gun.
No, just give me the gun.
Yeah. L.A. Mamdani.
Just give me. When do we get the freaking guns?
I'm telling you, I've had it up to here.
We're gonna teach you how to make 3 dishes, dude, and they're international, dude. Okay. 1, we're gonna teach you how to make a taco, dude. You know what I mean?
That's
we're gonna teach you how to use less mayonnaise.
Eggs, then you learn how to make huevos.
We're gonna teach you how to make an egg, and then how to make chicken fried rice. Chicken fried rice.
Oh, chicken fried rice is that's advanced.
Everyone learns the same 3 meals.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Chicken fried rice, how to make a taco, and how to make an egg.
Just hire shrimp to do it for me.
That implies they know how to make rice. You know?
We'll call it.
They know how.
We'll call it basic life training.
Yeah, dude. But everyone gets a gun after that week, dude.
It. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Even if you're a monkey and you could sign up, you're welcome to come in here.
You don't need to wait the week if you're a monkey.
No. Yeah, if you're a monkey, one day you're pre-approved, certified.
When you graduate from high school, they hand you the diploma with one hand and a gun with the other hand.
They wrap the diploma gingerly around the gun's barrel, and tie it with a bow.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I didn't. This is a loophole, right? This is the monkey paw version of what I'm pitching. Okay. Is that the guns are muskets?
Oh, so you have to do a lot of doing.
Yeah,
I think they should be 22s.
That's fine.
I give him 22s because 22s can be dangerous, but only up close.
Yeah,
and that means you can't like do crazy mass things with it.
Yeah,
but also
let's bring back the older days. Let's just make it all derringers.
Derringers are surprisingly dangerous because they're balls. So that actually causes a lot of damage. 22s.
Print it.
Cool.
You know what? Now, see, here's the thing. Now we've established that we all agree. It's just what kind of gun. See, we all agree now.
Yeah,
now now it's all what kind of gun.
I never said take everyone's guns away.
I mean, that's kind of what it's always come down to, because like, you can take all the guns away and then people have like access to like pepper spray and stuff. Those are weapons. I have access to knives. So it's like, it's more like, what access of weapon am I allowed?
Yeah.
Like I can't go to nuke.
Yeah.
But, I'm not relegated down to just fists. I got to have
dude.
something in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
It should be.
You get a machete.
To be honest, it should be like, hey, we're going to test you. Like the test.
What is your skill level with a machete? Can you?
And then
can you cut a coconut off a tree? Can you?
You learn more things.
The entire Caribbean passes immediately.
Proficiency-based weapon like ownership would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's how it works in some European countries. That's how it should
about
be.
it, dude. You're like,
that would be good.
This guy's really good at slingshot.
You have to be good enough to own it.
He graduated to slingshot. Boom. Now he graduated to BBs with the sling. So it's like slingshot with BBs. Bam.
In Japan, gun ownership does require you to take courses and know how to use a gun expertly. Then you get to own a gun. Like,
yeah, but in Japan they also have panties in like vending machines, so it's
well, they also have massive life expectancy, so maybe that's actually how you live a long time.
Just buying fucking panties from a vending machine.
I don't know. There's a correlation.
I thought you were saying pennies. I was like,
no,
what?
panties.
Like,
well, you can buy anything from a vending machine in Japan, so
that's
panties are going to be in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying, we can disagree to agree. Yeah, we can disagree to agree. Yeah.
100%.
Yes, we can disagree to agree. Yeah.
So they're having sexy time, dude.
Oh yeah.
The what is this guy's name? Vedek Bareil. And so this fool is like going to be the next guy, and like he's a shoo-in, dude. He's a shoo-in, dude. Everyone knows, and he goes to Nurse Ratched.
Kai Opaka even chose her as her personal successor should it ever happen. Yeah.
And so he has a couple of visions, right? He has a vision where like Kira like takes him down, like. And there's a guy next to him like who's hung. So like
he's hung.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another vision where like, did he is one of the visions that like he fucked Nurse Ratched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty late on.
Yeah. So for a while,
like the third vision of his, I think.
Yeah, I thought he was covering for her at one point. So
or he's gonna have an affair with her
exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Good on him, dude. At least he went a little older, and not younger. I prefer that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's classy, It makes
it's classy like Nurse Ratched.
Like a professor. Yeah, it makes him feel like a professor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to Tarantino this. It turns out that somebody gave the coordinates to the rebel base.
Mm-hmm. Very Star Wars.
Yeah.
Talking about a rebel base.
Yeah.
And giving them up.
And so somebody betrayed the Cardassian. No, sorry, the
rebels.
Yeah, the Bajor and the Resistance.
The whole time you're like, oh, who was it? And they're like, well, clearly it was the Vedek guy, right? Vedek Bareil.
Well, first it's the original stories. It was the guy who hung himself that Bareil guy keeps seeing in his visions.
Yes,
but it turns out that
it was him. It was Vedek, and so they're like, hey. Who was he covering for? Who was he helping? Who was, you know what I mean? And at first you're like, oh, was it this person? Was it that person? And it turns out it was the alpaca lady who was stuck in a time loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ostensibly, she's still on the battle lines moon with Mike Ehrmantraut.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That time where she's like, hey, you know what? I just want to go see a wormhole because it seems fun. And then she got herself undead and
fucked herself.
Yeah. And she's like, oopsies. I guess that's what the prophets wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe she just wanted to escape her dark past, sacrificing her son.
Yeah. That was, I do like that, dude. I like that. Look, if you're going to be a piece of shit, if you're going to send us to war with a country, at least be the type of shit that's like, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice my own kin because I believe in this. That's the type of leader I want to be like.
I mean, to be fair, that lets you know that that Kai Opaka was locked in.
Yeah. If Trump had said this, we're going to go to Iran, but I'm going to send the ugliest kid I have, fucking Eric. I would have been like, perfect, dude. Perfect, dude. Great. I believe in
He's
this.
down.
You know
He'll probably do that too, though, because he fucking
but
hates
I'm
his
okay
sons.
with that because
I would have been very curious about that decision and the motivations.
That
but
would have been
I'm
great.
behind it. Yeah.
Because I would have been like,
that's a
good
first step, I guess.
If he's the first guy out, may send the other ugly kid, whoever you think is the ugliest next. And then I believe I can get behind this. But like,
the true test of faith is if he sends his object of sexual passion, his daughter Ivanka.
Yeah.
If she went, then you know he's serious. He's like, oh shit. He's really down for the cause.
Yeah.
So that's going.
That's impossible.
Yeah. So
it's impossible.
Yeah. Same the dude with the secretary of sucking dick. What's his face?
The Department of Suck Dick.
Yeah, the Department of Sucking Dick. Of defending crotches. That guy couldn't even do a fucking chin up, dude. Yeah. He's not a warrior, dude. Not a warrior mentality. Because if he believed in the warrior mentality, he would have gone. He'd have been like, you know what? If I'm sending these people to fucking war, I'm going, dude. Like the old timey warriors, dude. If you want to live the warrior mentality, you got to be in the front lines.
Yeah. You know why Napoleon got all of the clout he did? Because in the first battle he did as a commandant, he was literally on the front lines leading charges. And
just like Maximus, dude. You know?
Yeah.
But no, dude. This
cool
guy's
guy.
like, warrior mentality, but I'm going to stay
Napoleon
here
was actually
in a
pretty
suit.
cool.
Yeah.
If you look at more things, he was also kind of a huge asshole. I mean, he did like shoot down parts of the French Revolution, but also he kind of uplifted certain things and caused social reform. So very interesting guy.
Yeah, but he was there, dude.
In conclusion, Napoleon is a man of contrasts.
Very much so.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yes.
So anyway, it turns out that Kyle Paka, she was locked in and she fucking killed her own kid, dude.
Yeah.
Not
For the
literally.
greater
She I mean,
she sacrificed her kid.
It's like that experiment with the train track thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The trolley problem.
She was given a trolley problem.
She trolley problemed this.
That's
and
what
she's
I
like,
thought.
not only will I sacrifice the one person, but that person was getting my son.
Yeah, there were 42 on one track and a 1200 on the other track.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, if my baby kitty Bernie was, I don't know what I would do if I was in that position. I'm not sure.
Who would it save? Who's this going to save?
Random people, like a town of people.
If it's a town, you got to save the town.
No, but not my baby.
If it's more than 12 people, I'm fucking sacrificing you, Sarah. Immediately. Be like, she's dead. She's
But
dead to me already.
what about like a child or like a son or like a daughter or like a
everyone's a son or daughter.
That's how much. But
but for random people that you don't know.
It's still worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The thing
That's
is
not a given for everybody, though.
No, it's not. But I'm saying though.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Because
I would hope someone would kill me if it would save two people.
100%.
I'm not even joking.
2 people?
Like, yeah. It's 2 extra people.
I was like, are you missing a couple zeros there?
But what if the only people saved are actual like huge assholes?
Yeah. What if it's like Donald Trump?
If it's like Mitch McConnell or something, no.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Mine is an age thing. If there's someone who's like half my age that I could save, I'm down. Because it's like I've seen enough. You know what I mean? I've seen enough of this world.
I don't need to stick around.
Yeah, I'm having like lower back issues now, and I'm like, I don't know this life.
I feel like I'm good. I'm good.
I don't want your life. You know what I mean?
See all this fucking medication I gotta take? God damn it. There's so much fucking...
I mean, I guess, but it wouldn't be worth it if it was like someone young and evil. Like, what if it was like...
Sarah, it doesn't matter.
Let's see.
You have to... If you're not the type of person who's like, hey, for the greater good, I would do this, then...
I mean, I probably would. I guess I'm playing devil's advocate to try to figure out the
get your
line
cats
of thinking.
And move to Mars, dude.
Yeah.
I
will. We're packing our bags. We're going.
Fucking people who are willing to sacrifice their kids.
That's all we want.
Real
Okay?
warrior mentality, Sarah. You know?
Apparently, I don't have warrior mentality.
Yeah, dude. So
I have baby mentality.
Nah, get out of here.
Saving my baby.
Yeah. Go gather some berries,
baby
dude.
boy mentality.
I mean, it's interesting
Go
how...
hug your loved ones.
Yeah, go hug your loved ones, dude.
You disgust me.
Yeah, dude.
So if that
I
came
thought
out,
we were friends.
like I'm trying to imagine if this happened in real life, would we as a society condemn someone we we do like for making that decision. Like if this was a real political situation that happened, like someone who's beloved, let's say, I don't know.
Beloved by who?
I don't know.
Dude.
In what type of political sphere?
It's hard because politicians are almost never.
Like, are we pretty? Yeah,
good,
like what idea do we have of how well loved Kaiopaka was?
Yeah, like who are they comparable to? Like the Pope or something? I don't know.
No. So, like for example, you can even put this in terms of just politicians. So, for example, obviously Trump has gone through a lot of horrible things, including being an actual pedophile.
Yeah,
and he is still not denounced by his base. Al Franken was accused of sexual misconduct and he immediately resigned.
Yeah.
Right. So it depends on who your audience is and what political sphere you're in and what the client like.
But I'm trying to think if like someone of that stature came out and said, hey, instead of keeping it a secret, like what if they just she was open from the start saying like, yes, I ordered this hit. And I did it for the greater good.
That'd be a very different situation because then there'd be a lot more transparency in that version.
But that's the thing. Like we don't. What I was getting at is we don't know what the Bajoran
equivalent
context is.
Yeah.
That's why we can't like make an easy prediction.
Yeah. The closest we have is to real life. Like he didn't sacrifice anything. He was just
the main inference the episode actually makes, which they consider the more important point, is actually something. It's a little weirdly subtle because it's actually Winn who brings it up. She goes, yes, nothing can be done that sullies the sanctity of the position of Kai. If anyone were to ever think that the position of Kai did something bad, all faith in the Bajoran religion would be in shambles. And that is presumably why Opaka did the similar thing.
Yeah.
And why Bareil went along with it and hid it, because it would probably make the Bajoran people lose faith in their institution, but they're only talking about the specific like position of Kai. Yeah. I don't know what the overall thing would be like. It's hard to predict because we don't know. Like, are the Bajorans like a weirdly hyper conservative people who would not who would be fully tolerant of any sort of misgivings in their leaders as long as their leaders remain leaders? Or are they extremely moral and willing to throw their leaders under the bus once they've made a big error?
Yeah.
I don't know, because we haven't seen any examples of them doing either. We've only
you just made me remember the times I've brought up, like, hey, how come no one isn't more upset about Kaiopaka's disappearance?
Yeah.
Which made me used to question how well liked Kaiopaka herself was.
Yeah,
like, exactly. How well regarded she was in society there, because it's like no one seems to be looking for her.
Because everyone's like, good on her. She got lost.
That's why you should question, at least.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
That part is also unclear, like, because there's no clear indication as to why no one is freaked out. Like, it's more of like, she's now gone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hire
actually, what is the Bajoran people's current version of the story given to them? It's like Kaiopaka is stuck on the battle lines moon.
Yeah, but they know the truth. Yeah.
Okay, so they are aware that she's stuck on a moon, undead forever.
That's no moon.
Which is weird, because then I don't know why the Bajoran people aren't making an effort to get her back, because technically she is still Kai. She's not dead.
Yeah.
Like, why not just set up a communications device near her where she can, weigh in on Bajoran affairs from afar,
or like have a podcast,
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's there. I'll be back same time. I got to go fight this thing, but I'll die and I'll come back. Don't worry.
See, that's part of the problem with them revisiting this issue sporadically instead of consistently, because a lot of the broader, more important questions aren't really answered. They just kind of go, well, how did they move on? She's such a big figure. Why did they decide that she's no longer Kai? Mm-hmm. She's not dead. She's alive still. She just is on a different planet. I mean, it's not like the Pope stops being the Pope if he magically ended up on the moon. He would still be the Pope, right?
Well, he'd be a moon Pope.
The space Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be the space Pope. Exactly. So he'd be even stronger as a Pope. So I don't know. So I don't know.
Good
See,
job.
that's the thing.
He just gave him more power.
So I don't know. That's the thing. It's
Who's
like,
that Pope? Space Pope.
Yeah. So that's part of the issue, is that, like, because they're revisiting this idea so sporadically, you kind of just have to sort of take some things at face value, and sometimes you just go, I guess it's true that the position of Kai needs to be protected, the reputation of the position of Kai at least. But why? I don't know.
I should say, so at the end, Kira finds out, because they find his a fragment of his fucking eyeball.
Yeah.
Courtesy
And-
of
And all of it is actually
Miles.
instigated from Winn actually manipulating Kira into doing the investigation for her. Like, she's a really good
Right.
manipulator. She managed to like convince her to do the investigation herself. So
Right.
all that's going
Wait,
on.
are we to assume that the collaborator guy who showed up on the station only showed up because Vedek Winn like arranged for it originally?
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
did she just find an opportunity once she saw he was there?
In my head, she brought him. She made it happen.
See, in my head, it was an opportunity, and she
Really?
capitalized it on it really well, and it just worked out.
Yeah, I like that he was like, "Oh, I'm just an old man trying to." I was like, "Dude, we're gonna give you a beat down, dude. Then we're gonna kill you and then go to work on you."
While watching the episode, like, I just kept being like, I can't stop laughing at his performance because one,
Oh God, yes, the guy.
one, he's like
Yeah.
not a great actor, but two, he also sounds like Alan Alda, so he's kind of just. He's like, I'm not a collaborator.
Yeah, he has like an
I
accent.
mean, Lieutenant Hawkeye.
Yeah,
he sounds just like Lieutenant Hawkeye. Like,
You know, it's really funny that you mentioned Ellen Alda because there was this HBO movie that also released during the wormhole segment that I was going to bring up.
Oh my
he was
God.
in that movie, and I
Oh my
was going to say that I would just want to bring it up because it's really fun to do this voice all the time, but you never have an opportunity to do it because no one's going to say like, "Hey, I want to talk about MASH" or stuff like that. So good on you.
I love it.
You know who?
Wait, what was the Alan Alda movie? What is it?
It was called Mile High or White Mile. Sorry.
Oh, what? You went to Mile High before 8. Now I'm thinking 8 Mile.
8
Yeah,
Mile.
it's called White Mile. And it
White
was,
Mile. Okay.
Snowy Mountain
He
movie.
played a rapper.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
And we get one shot.
here's another example.
Oh my God.
Here's another example of
Say spaghetti.
a good actor. Of a good actor playing a villain.
Example of a good actor?
Playing a villain. Yeah.
Playing a
Alan
villain.
Alda,
Mhm.
I would say he was really loved, right? Because of MASH, everyone loved fucking
Yeah.
Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
And then he does The Aviator where he plays like this
Oh,
fucking
right. Yeah.
senator, and I fucking hated him for the longest time as well.
You know what's a good TV show where he also played a villain? Sarah, you would know. Blacklist. Alan
Oh, really?
Alda. Yeah,
That's
he plays a pretty good villain in Blacklist as well. But he still has that same endearing voice the whole time, and he's like
Yeah.
a super old man by that point.
He's
They're
like
kinda
Tina
like-
Fey's dad in
Is he still
30
alive?
Rock.
I think Alan
Look it up,
Alda
dude.
still is.
I don't think I've heard about his passing.
He is still alive. He's 90 years old, despite
Huh.
he has Parkinson's, and he's still alive. Yep,
Wow.
Right.
Somehow Hawkeye has returned.
exactly.
Good on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
I love the when they were doing like Thor will return in Doomsday, you know? I like when they were doing that because I'm like, it applied to anything, dude. Like,
yeah.
during that time, like, it's funny because like Mexico got eliminated and like this was the goalie Memo Ochoa's last World Cup.
Oh,
And someone made a thing that says Memo Ochoa will return in Doomsday. And I just
He
lost my
might.
shit, dude.
He might, dude.
Who knows?
he
dude?
might. Yeah.
He will.
Kyle Paka will return in Doomsday.
Honestly, it was kind of surprising to see the actor like brought back. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, wait,
Yeah.
it's actually her. They brought her back.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what's funny? She was really happy about being brought back. She didn't think she'd ever come back, and then she was delighted by the character
Oh, I
revelations.
saw that.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I have a son. Oh, that's super cool." And she was like, "Wait, why is everyone freaking out that I killed my son? I'm a fucking hero. My character is a huge hero."
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just completely on board. It's like, yeah, that's a good thing she did. Great.
She's like, if I was her, I wouldn't have hit it. I would have told everyone.
I don't even like him.
Mhm.
I don't even like my son.
Yeah.
She says about her actual son.
So yeah, I mean,
And then you have some extra scenes that happened in between, like, right? So like that's the gist of it. But like at one point, the Winn Hotel lady, the Nurse Ratchet,
mhm.
she
Mhm.
goes to Cisco and says, "Hey," like basically
Yeah.
they make peace, right? And he's like, "We should fucking announce it.
Sorta.
We should yell it out.
Sorta.
We should be like, hey, we are friendly now. We should tell everybody." And he's like, "Cool, we'll do that in like a week
It's
or
like
two."
she attempts a power play, but she
Yeah.
gets blocked expertly.
Yeah, she gets
Yeah,
cock blocked really fast.
She takes Cisco for a fool, and Cisco's like, "I'm not stupid." I know
And
you're
then
stupid."
at one point,
Yeah.
Odo like is investigating with Kira, and then at one point, Kira's like, "Oh, I'm in love with this guy." Like basically, she's like, "Oh, I may be a little compromised because I'm in love with this guy." And then Odo goes, "Oh, finally." And like for a split second, I was like, "Oh, did Odo ever have a thing for Kira?" Just in my head, I was like, "I wonder if ever."
I don't know if he has a crush.
I would say that reaction there is fairly clear.
Yeah,
because the first thing he does is react wordlessly to like her saying she loves him. She's not looking at him when he reacts, which is very important.
Yes,
but yeah, like he has a pretty substantial reaction to the line.
One thing I will say, and this is entirely limited to the scope of this episode. Gary Holland, who is the writer for the episode, he said when you watch the episode, he did not write that reaction. He was like, I didn't write that. So that is interesting. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
So that's someone on set deciding to make that decision.
You mean Odo's reaction?
I like it. I like it because it's not specific, really. Like it's not like it is specific, but also it's not specific. You know, it's like it sometimes it's like, but sometimes you can hang out with somebody so long that you have to. At least if I go back in time and I think about like the times when I was single and I was like hanging out with a certain female for a long time, even if I didn't have feelings, you do, even if they're not of the sexual variety. Does that make any sense? You know, like you're like, oh wow, like I'm jealous of that, but not in a romantic way. It's more like, oh, I'm jealous of like someone spending time with you. You know what I mean?
It's an emotional relationship.
you grow fond of somebody.
Yes. Yeah.
And you grow accustomed to their face.
Yes.
You don't want to share.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a very normal. Are you saying like Odo kind of was reacting that way?
Maybe, but I'm saying like sometimes it's not even like a romantic thing. Sometimes it's just like, oh.
I mean, this isn't the first hint we've seen either.
I mean, I guess Odo claims he doesn't have romantic.
Yeah.
He's kind of like asexual, I guess, or I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I don't think I'm using that term in the right way, but
he's they them
void of emotion and feelings in that way.
Yeah.
Well, he's not void of emotion, that's for sure. He's definitely very
they them
void
while
of
he's Odo.
Romantic.
No. He's Odo with a big dick, but also he could make.
He's Odo with the big.
I will say this.
I'm laughing because over the weekend we gave one of my friends the nickname like Big Dick Blank, and that made me think of just
because he has a small dick. Because if he's Mexican, then that's why it would be the reason. They'd be like, oh, this guy definitely has a small dick.
Apparently he lives up to his name, but we're like, we hope you live up to what you've been given this nickname. So I don't know. I just thought I thought it would be really unfortunate if he has this nickname, but that's not really the case. But anyway,
has this person just been loudly bragging about their large penis and you just took their word for it?
It feels like you don't know how to give nicknames, Sarah.
I think I wasn't given. I didn't give the nickname. It's just I was around, and then people were. But I assume.
Okay.
I assume he didn't give it to himself. It's just kind of like he became known as.
You haven't tested the veracity of the nickname.
Yeah.
I mean, it's big, big dick and then name, so I don't know.
If you did this in Mexican culture, we would shun you. We like.
I didn't give the name. I just was around. I was just around. I didn't give the name.
Yeah.
But I wonder if Odo.
In fact, your nickname would become nickname because you give such shitty nicknames.
Wait, how do we get into nicknames again?
Odo.
Big Dick Odo.
Right,
Odo with big dick.
But anyway, Odo. Big Dick Odo.
So anyway, so you have that. You have the Cisco thing, and then you had a thing. So like we find out that the Quacker knows how to hack, dude. He's a good hacker, dude. So he hacks.
Was anyone surprised? I was surprised by that. I guess I kind of forgot. That was
he's hacked multiple things.
He's hacked before, but
he always goes back to that same little machine when he needs to do sneaky like virtual digital things.
Yeah. I guess I always forget that he's got those abilities.
I always thought that it was extraordinarily dumb that his hacking machine is just behind the bar.
It's right there.
What better place to hide it than behind the bar?
Because why not in his office?
He's just making a really complicated espresso.
Yeah, no one would come and like search behind the bar. They would be like, "Oh, let's go to his office to search for."
But they see him doing it through the window of Quark's bar.
Doesn't matter, dude. They don't know what he's doing. They think he's DJing in there.
You hide in plain sight.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
and that's.
Do you want some Cardassian secret plans with your double shot?
Yeah.
I mean, Picard did this too. Picard did that in the club, in the bar when he was having his super secret conversations. He did them out.
Yeah, that's true.
With Ro.
So
I can't afford that rack to Gino, he said. And then
we now know that he pays the Dabo girls a certain.
He underpays them.
Yeah, he didn't underpay them.
He attempted to.
He attempted to, but then
he attempted wage theft.
Like, I hate payday.
Yeah,
or whatever he said.
So anyway,
I wonder if that's a good wage or not. I don't know.
I think she got 20 strips of latinum. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
She seems satisfied.
I mean, for being
she kissed him and everything.
Yeah, for being an OnlyFans model, that's not bad, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that was basically it. It was just like a cover up for the Pope, who's stuck in limbo, and basically he was like, "I'm out of the race, dude. I cannot tell why I'm out of the race." And so basically, the other lady's gonna win, unless in the next episode someone else.
Right?
And no one can say anything because we all have to keep that secret about Kaiopaka secret forever. We all agree.
The election's over. She did win.
Yeah, she won.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
she came out wearing the outfit and everything. She got naked in front of everybody with the outfit on.
You will be rewarded.
She's like,
naked Louise Fletcher.
Go see End
we actually
of
had to see
Days.
some.
I am Kaiopaka.
Yeah,
I just rewatched the beginning of End of Days. Still
just
hits,
the beginning.
Dude. Still hits, dude. Yeah.
Wait, is it the beginning where he blends the pizza slice, or is that like midway through the movie?
That's like
midway through.
That's like near the end of the first act.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yes.
Yeah. The opening scene is the devil showing up to Earth, and then he finds Gabriel Byrne's body, and then Gabriel Byrne comes out and pops the girl's tit out and kisses her, and then he kindly puts her tit back in her dress, walks out, and the restaurant explodes. Badass, dude.
Yep.
Oh wait, I remember that now.
Yeah. And then he yells, "Go see End of Days."
Yeah.
Yep. In the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
don't know why he says that. We're already there.
Weird
keep
meta
seeing End of Days.
Yeah, just keep seeing it. You don't have to pay attention or
Stay
anything.
seated in End of Days. Like I said, this episode was like just mid. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was just there, taking up my time. We learned very few things. I mean, that Kaiopaka has a son, and that he sacrificed him. Nurse Ratched got picked as a pope.
That's a big change. That
is a big one.
Kai Winn becoming Kai has more effect on DS9 than the Black Adam movie ever had on the DCU cinematic universe.
We don't know that yet.
I know it's easy to say that in retrospect.
We don't know yet.
Especially right now, we certainly absolutely do not, because this show has yet to prove with a track record that changes like this always lead to major shifts in actual.
I thought you were saying somehow The Rock will still come back as Black Adam somehow.
No.
Somehow Black Adam has returned.
Rock's over. But not like over in wrestling terms.
No,
he's finished.
Yeah.
So I'm in a text chain with a friend, and his name is Adam, and he's black.
Yeah.
And I was texting.
Okay.
I was texting him, and I was like, they need to bring Black Adam back. It had no context. Like I was thinking out loud, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I haven't died. I'm still here.
Oh no.
It's funny because he's also the name of a famous Adam. His full name is the name of another famous Adam.
Adam and Eve.
It sounds like
Adam
we're.
and Eve.
Ah, jeez.
Middle name
that reminds me of like having thought of like, what if your name is Thomas or Tom and you're black?
Tom is a tank,
and your dream is to own a cabin. What then?
Yeah.
Like
and you happen to have a sister, and your sister decides to have a kid.
Yes,
and you're
exactly.
like, God damn it.
What if your name's Thomas and then your last name is Tank?
You have to keep
Tom's a Tank.
Thomas D Tank.
Thomas Dennis
awesome.
Tank.
Yeah.
time is
third.
the gank.
Well, this one time when I was, I used to do substitute teaching as a gig. And this one time, one of the kids on the roster on my roll call had like MR at the beginning of their name.
Mm-hmm.
And I like didn't, it was like very, it looked like Mr. something, just like pasted there without any punctuation. So I read out the rest of the name that didn't have the Mr. on it. And every kid in the class corrected me loudly, shouted at me, "It's Mr. whatever the name was." And I was like, "Oh shoot!
I love
okay,
that.
great."
Yeah.
But also, good on you, kids. You're standing up for your friends. Good.
Yeah, you're not making fun of him.
Like, you're like, is there a
they were all there to
doctor?
just assert his identity to me. It's like, oh, yeah.
You're like, is
Good
there a
work, kids.
Dr. Acula here? Dr. Acula?
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
I actually love that.
Look, I don't want to give it a bad rating. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't, I wasn't hyped. You know, sometimes I watch an episode and I'm like, yeah, dude. You know, like I feel accomplished. You know, I feel like, oh, wow, that was fun, dude. That was great. Like, I don't feel fulfilled. It's like, it's like when you eat and you're like, God, I know exactly. No, I know. Okay. It's like this. You're thinking of a really good something you really want. You're like, I really want a fucking chicken tostada, dude. You know? And then you're like, but it's so far. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes to get there. 20 minutes to get back. I'm not gonna make it in time.
And then you eat something that isn't that.
I know. And you're like, it's not bad. It just, I should have just spent the 20 minutes to go.
Well, okay. In this scenario, then, Ricardo, is there a type of episode or thing from the episode that you know you didn't get that you were craving? Because that's usually the scenario here.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know you want something, but you didn't get it.
Yeah. So fundamentally,
it's sexual. It's of the sexual nature.
Okay.
Ricardo just wants butt sex.
I wanted to see more of Nerd Ratchet's body, dude. You know, if we're gonna tease this
shapes.
I mean, it did get a lot of clavicle.
I mean, we got Kira in a nice negligee. Why can't we have
That's true?
Ratchet in a nice negligee?
Get them both in there, dude. You know, we're not ageist.
I mean, her hair is down.
Why can't we get Cisco in a negligee? That looks good too.
Let's get Cisco without a shirt on.
Cisco's hair down.
Yeah. I mean, we got Bareil with the shirt off, so why not Cisco?
That's a dime dozen, dude. I don't give a fuck.
We also got shirtless Bareil here. Like they tried to serve some eye candy to all.
They're trying.
Yeah. I want to see what Odo looks like without a shirt on.
Just gooey, just the goo.
Just like the inside of a donut.
Also, he is without a shirt. That shirt is just his goo. It's just his goo. Yeah. So he's
like Pokemon.
It's like how the T-1000 is not wearing clothes. It's just like the metal.
It's like how when a Machop evolves, a belt just appears around his waist.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 6.
Okay. I'll go with 7. I think the main thing is that it's 2 things going on. Cute moments here and there.
Yeah.
Oda moment is cute. Cisco moment is cute. I think a bigger thing is that it's a rare Star Trek mystery where you're not like, okay, yeah, we get it. You know, it's like, not only was it a good double twist, but then it feels justified, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, in their weird culture, this needs to be really
it makes
secret.
sense, like in context, and the fact that they will keep it secret from here on out also makes sense.
Yeah, because otherwise, huge consequences of some sort. Religiously.
Yeah, like despite the major revelation, it actually gets to keep status quo.
Yes, and so that's fine. Also, Louise Fletcher is just really fucking good. She's like, she can like every time she's on screen, you're like, this is the most despicable villain Star Trek's ever had. And you're like, oh my God. She's doing a fantastic job there. So she's turning what is normally just like a normal kind of bad guy mystery script, murder mystery script into a slight elevation. So that's why I think I'd give it like a 7 in that area, just because it's otherwise pretty middling. It's okay, but her performance is what really elevates the whole thing and makes you want it. It emotionally motivates everything else. You really do feel Kira when she's like, fuck you. I fucking will never fucking trust you, you fucking asshole.
Right. Kira gets to be that angry because she's so shitty.
Yeah. Because so much, it's not, her villainy isn't just what her character does in terms of subterfuge. It's just the way she delivers her lines. She's she's so evil.
Yeah. It's always sanctimonious. It always sounds like she knows better than you.
We're also deep into the My Child era of Winn.
Yeah. It's starting to feel like you get to feel every time she uses the word child. It's starting to feel like that, where it's like, oh, she said it, jerk.
Yeah, it's coming up a lot now, a lot more. So we're doing it. Yeah,
I'm kind of there with you on the 7 rating for much of the same reasons you gave. Just to check, because it's been a bit for me, those beings that Sisko met in the series premiere, Emissary, those were the prophets, right?
Yes, those are the prophets.
So everything that everyone's talking about that they will or that they want are those guys' wills, presumably.
Yeah, so that's why they're like flabbergasted about Sisko and calling him the emissary, because it's like, you literally talk to God. Like,
it's
what?
so funny, considering like Sisko and how he seems to interface with Bajor in general. Like, hey, you're like the guy who talked to all the gods, but you should talk to like our religious officials at some point. And they touch on this in this episode, but when Winn is elected Kai, she's like, it's fine. I don't need to talk to him.
But also, like, he is going out of his way to separate himself from Bajoran affairs. So that's partly why it hasn't had a bigger impact. And it's also that he personally believes, and much of the Federation citizens personally believe, that clearly these are just aliens. They're just aliens with time viewing powers. So so you know,
2000.
I mean, Q is potentially more godlike than the prophets are in many ways.
He's a big old god, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you know, in many ways, this is a dime a dozen to Starfleet. They're like,
it's kind of crazy how much like direct insight Sisko has to the prophets and their nature, and Bajor is not asking about it at all.
I think he's just separating himself, and like the writers are also like, we don't have time to tackle this yet.
Yeah, Bajor is like, hey, so what are they like? And Sisko's like, I'm not telling you.
No.
Oh, I'll be your friend.
Where do we leave off? You had 6, 7?
I had a 7.
I was at a 7.
7.
Yeah. I am going to go with a 7 as well.
7-11.
I think I enjoyed this episode. I think it's setting up some interesting threads and reoccurring things. I did like the exchange of insults or distaste for one another between Vedek, Winn, and Kira, and their relationship. And then when she said to her, like, you know, don't you ever fucking talk to me like that ever again.
Oh yeah, like, that was a really
shit. Oh fuck.
That's also a great demonstration of her acting, is that like she can turn on a dime as soon as you're not.
And I also think that was like an assertion of like, I think by that point she knew she was going to be Kai, and it's like, at that point, she was like, you're being so fucking disrespectful to me. And I'm fucking God at this.
You think she knew that far back?
Yeah.
Because that was like right when she asked her to investigate.
I think she knew from the start what was going to happen.
Maybe she was being Jack Napier and saying, you've got to think about the future, Eckhart.
Yeah. So I think at that point she definitely knew and was being like, you're essentially talking to God, and it's disgusting how you're talking to me. I mean, I don't agree. I think talk to whoever the fuck you want, however the fuck you want, whatever. But sounds like a you problem. But it was an interesting scene. And I also thought it was interesting at the very end of the episode when Kira and her BF Bareil, basically, I wonder if they're setting it up for future episodes, because they basically were like, well, how do you feel about her taking over power? That kind of fucking sucks. And I wonder how she's going to lead. It seems like she might lead us in the wrong direction. And they're kind of like unsure. And they're like, well, she's going to need a lot of help. So I wonder if they're going to have an influence, or maybe they had a backdoor agreement where like he withdrew his nomination, you know, his candidacy in order to have maybe like a smaller sphere of influence in the background, because it seems like she has a much different idea and direction for Bajor that's currently being set. So like, I wonder if she's gonna, like, there's some policy things that I feel like she didn't agree with that were changing, and I feel like she's gonna like revert back to, or like take Bajor in a different direction than they are right now. And I'm not sure what that looks like, but it feels like that was implied.
Well, yeah, she's gonna be she because she's inherently more conservative.
Yeah.
The implication is that they'll probably just lean towards more conservative, or she's not the government, right? She is a religious leader. So she would try to influence people.
Tomato, I guess.
Well, in this case, actually separate. So like, because there's things that the Bajoran provisional government has done that is separate from what was going on with this religious organization. So they influence each other, but they also cannot directly tell each other what to do. So she's going to just try to use this position to like influence the Bajoran people through their religion and see what she can get away with, I think. And I think
it feels like they're setting the stage is what it feels like.
Yeah. As it stands, I'm not sure I have much of a bead on how Bajoran current society is compared to Winn's own like religious leanings in politics. Like, I don't know how much she is
God, wasn't there something specific she mentioned, like a policy or something that she didn't agree with?
That's the thing.
I felt like there was something.
No, that's the thing. That's one of the problems with the implications of her taking control. Like, they've never said anything specific about policy. All they've ever said is Bareil is more progressive. Vedek or Winn is more conservative and traditional. But we don't know how that actually is manifests in an
I guess it was the Federation. The whole bid to join the Federation. Remember that they didn't all agree with that.
But that was just her buttering him up. I don't think that's even real. I think she's just saying that to Cisco.
She didn't want to, right?
Well, way back in the day, she claimed, but she's reactionary, so anything can happen. Like, that's the thing. It's not like we don't know.
No, I know, but that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I wonder how that's going to influence her leadership.
Well, again, that's the thing. We don't know what the actual policy outcome is, because one of the problems with the way they have laid out this sort of hyper political thing is, from a baseline, we don't know what the Bajoran people generally are like. Like, what are they generally like in terms of social norms and political norms? Like, where are they currently at?
Well, we know based on their past what they're not okay with.
But what are they not okay with?
Cardassian rule, for one.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's a pretty low bar to clear.
Yeah, but that's anyone. That's not really a political policy. That's just, we don't want to be invaded, So it's
but it gives you a hint as to it gives you a starting point as to their history, to know kind of what their tolerance is for what and not. I didn't say it's complete, but it's you have a little bit, a tad, that their relationship with the Federation is rocky. Obviously, Cardassians are a no-go. Obviously, they have feelings around self-governing and things like that. So you have, I feel like we have little tidbits, but it's by no means complete at all.
To me, it's not even that it's incomplete. It's that we don't know anything other than some Bajorans want to be isolationists and some Bajorans want to join the Federation. We don't know what Bajoran society is like other than religion. We don't know if the religion.
Well, we do know that they're super religious.
Was that what the circle was about? Was the circle the isolationist sector of Bajor?
Yeah, the circle were separatists. Yeah, they wanted to completely separate away from everything. But that's the thing, is that you can be super religious, but some people I know are super religious, but also incredibly progressive. So I don't know where they lie currently on the spectrum of Bajoran society. For example, American left is considered center to the rest of the world in terms of politics, right? So where are the Bajorans? For example, where would Bajorans stand on a family unit? Is Vedek Winn in the camp of I want traditional family values and Bareil is not? I don't even know that. Or what about social care or military or economic trade with other planets? There's no policy. So I don't know what they really stand on, which makes it difficult to gauge what type of political or religious
all
figures
we have is that Vedek or that Winn herself is a jerk.
Yeah, we just know she's a jerk that wants power in general.
So we can only take solace assuming that being against Winn is good.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't harp on this point so much in a TNG episode, but DS9 is intentionally diving deeper and deeper into politics, which means you got to start answering these more granular questions. Otherwise, we don't know where the characters actually stand. You can't just say good guy, bad guy, because you're starting to say
my whole point is that it feels like they're setting the stage to kind of go into that more, is what I'm trying to say. But
I hope so. Combined with,
I don't know if they will, but it seems like they could go down that road.
But all I'm saying is that right now, the evaluation of where they stand seems, outside of the fact that she did like evil stuff, like trying to like assassinate people, it's surface level as to what they actually want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah.
Like they've, at this point, by the end of this episode, have established kind of that Bareil and Kira are kind of a duo or like confidants together in opposition to Winn and the new Kai ship and whatever. So it seems like they've set up a new dynamic to farm for like, you know, story and plot lines later, perhaps. I would be very disappointed and confused if moving forward, Kira and Bareil like suddenly stopped being an item and weren't acting like a couple anymore. Like, I hope that they have committed to this and are gonna continue on with this line now, because it seems like a lot to abandon.
I hope the OG alpaca comes back. Alpaca.
She's like, I'm back.
Somehow the alpaca has.
And the two Kais like have to battle it out for who the true Kai is.
But she
Those
can't.
Crazy microbes that regenerate. I found a way to make them survive off the moon.
Yeah.
Because like, okay,
tonight
this is a crazy.
We steal the moon. She's like, I brought a big piece of the moon.
Oh, like fucking the Pirates of the Caribbean movies where he can't stand on land.
Gold.
So he brings a bucket of water with him.
Yeah.
To stand on land.
And then she says, 2 fish fell into a bucket of water.
She just needs to coat herself in a fine moon dust.
Yeah.
Okay, for the political
She's
angle,
like, are you blackfaced? He's like, no, it's moon dust. Sorry.
I needed to live.
So for the political angle, this is going to be a weird example, but even a movie like Star Wars: The Phantom Menace had an explanation for why the Trade Federation were doing this. It isn't just that they're being controlled by Darth Sidious. It's that they want unlimited economic access to Naboo. Like they want to be able to go in and fully take over all the economy of Naboo and like sell and trade to their heart's desire without restriction. So even that movie explained why they are evil. It's not just because they are on the evil team. They also have evil things specifically they want to do. I don't know what Kai Opaka or Kai Winn wants to do.
Let's give credit where credit's due, Marvin. George Lucas got that perfectly right. He just got the wrong accent. It should have been a southern accent. I say. We'll need these trade routes, I say, Jedis.
So that's you know, that's I so far it's just good guy team, bad guy team, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
Which is why I would say the stakes don't feel strong enough for me. But again, Louise Fletcher is so good that you kind of just go, you're siding against her emotionally because you're just like, fuck this lady. She's fucking sucks. Hopefully, like Sarah saying, it leads to something more substantial. Like she starts like creating some sort of policy, and you're like, oh my god, that's evil.
She's horrible. She's Hitler.
Yeah. So that'd be something.
Certainly seems like they're trying to. So I guess we'll see.
I hope so. It's been 2 seasons and they haven't done it yet. So I hope they do.
I have a specific question about like the plot of the episode. Was it that Vedek Bareil, like, was his role in the cover up, like when that dude who committed suicide came to him? Was it that like, hey, I want to confess this thing that I did, like help me, and he's like, just fucking shut up, dude. Was that what it was, or was it like,
he's like,
was he the guy who like told? No, he was just covering for what Opaka had already ordered him to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he came after the fact. That's what they eventually found out, is that like
right.
He had already done the deed. Opaka told him to do it. And he was telling the truth. He did go to him to like console him after what he had done. And then he killed himself out of guilt. So that actually did happen. It's just the elements of why it happened, is out of order.
Okay, because I was trying to just check for myself if there is any level of culpability to the suicide on Bareil's part.
Like Bareil helped kill him in a fake suicide.
Well, not that he helped kill him, but it was him forcing him to stay quiet about it that drove him to suicide. Or, so if there was any more direct through line between Vedek's or Bareil's actions and how much blood is on his hands, basically.
That actually could be, just because when he is revealed, quote unquote, and she goes, Kira goes, "You've destroyed yourself. She's going to destroy you." And he goes, "No, I've destroyed myself." Right?
That's a good line that he says that. I'm glad that he says that.
He seems to feel guilt over something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's he's definitely feeling heavy guilt about something. And the vision or his orb experiences continuously show him the guy who he supposedly betrayed.
Right.
And
also the orbs just keep lying because the orbs don't show the future or a weird version of the future, because the orbs consistently show him as the Kai. So
they say you'll be rewarded, but they also hint at betrayal, because it's hey, accept this gift, and it's a snake that bites him, or Kira shows up, it's hey, I'm here, I'm here to be cool, and then she just stabs him.
That's the other thing. I'm starting to wonder if the orb visions, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm missing the subtlety of what's being shown. But I'm starting to wonder if the orb visions are kind of too vague to feel meaningful when revelations are made later on. They almost feel like filler now, because you're kind of watching it and you're going at the time when you're seeing it, you obviously don't know what it means. Yeah, but then when the revelations happen, you don't go back, you don't think back to the orb visions and go, "Oh wow, that's what that meant." That doesn't happen.
You right. In the end, you can still, all you're left with is well, that kind of lines up if you wanted it to, and that's kind of where it is. This was worse though with TNG dreams. I feel whenever TNG does dream visions and and symbolist or symbolic imagery like this, I feel their track record's been worse.
I guess so. Yeah, when Data was dreaming, I guess, and he
the random crow and the
or
flying through the hall,
or when he was dreaming of eating a cake, Deanna.
Right.
Which, I mean, that made for fun imagery, but it was kind of getting at a weird point. And then the episode had to very directly explain what's going on. So,
well, everything arbitrary needs to similarly be linked to arbitrarily.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, that's the Collaborator. The best part was Louise Fletcher. The second best part was Alan Alda. That guy was great.
Yeah, what a cool guy, that guy.
It was very interesting accent to experience.
I think it's
broke
just that
my brain a little bit. I was oh
yeah, it kept taking us out of the episode every time.
What?
Because it's everyone else is he's you're from the Bronx, you're
yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, it starts to make you question. It's are they trying to imply any particular ethnicity?
There's a Bronx on Bajor,
or cultural background for Bajorians with this particular guy. I don't know. But,
it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Anyway, if you guys like our discussion of the Collaborator, give us a rating, review wherever you are: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever. Also, check out our patreon.com/newbie Star Trek, or our YouTube membership. It's going to get you early access to new episodes, dynamic ad-free versions of those episodes, access to our private Discord. You get your name in the ticker, coupons on merch, all that. You just go to patreon.com/newbie Star Trek, or go to our YouTube membership link in the description. The only difference between the two is that one gets you access to a private RSS feed, so you can send audio versions of the podcast to your podcast app of choice early, or you get the shorts I make a little early if you're on the YouTube membership. And both are only $1.99 a month. They're otherwise fairly identical. So yeah. Oh, and when we finally start streaming TOS episodes, TOS discussions, those will be exclusive to Patreon and the YouTube membership. So yeah, check it out. Check that out. Patreon.com/Newbie Star Trek. Also, check out fugitiveframes.store. We just released 2 t-shirts based on the Picard marmoset, which sprung from an idea.
It was a whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Well, also, I mean, it was combined with Picard being prophesized to become a marmoset, combined with Sarah's, at the time, like, she'd been watching marmoset videos nonstop.
New found love for marmosets, which are so cute.
What's the name of the episode it's from again? The mention of the marmoset?
Genesis,
right. Genesis.
Yeah.
Very cute.
The monster.
Do you still get the marmosets
episode.
on your feed? You still get them?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you want a marmoset on your chest, head on over to fugitiveframes.store. Check out that t-shirt and other shirts there as well.
Yeah, my feed's all marmosets and cats.
That ain't bad.
Marmosets, cats, dogs, animals, and
I've heard of much worse feeds than that.
And,
my feed recently was of a horse farting for 20 seconds.
Nice.
Okay. That's a choice. Yep.
I mean, I'll bet that was the best feeling the horse had for a long time.
Also, it's apparently life-saving because
I'll bet.
Horses apparently have very sensitive digestive systems. So if they do have built-up gas, because they cannot throw up and they cannot burp, it needs to be passed out the butt. So if the horse didn't fart, it may have eventually required surgery.
Searing gas pain land.
And also, if you guys ever want to send us an email, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. This week, I decided to read a letter out from Jim. It's not a question or anything, but I just thought it made sense because we are about to conclude TNG.
He's dead, Jim.
Time. So yeah, hi, my YouTube Shorts feed started showing me clips from the new Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner podcast. Because I watched them, I guess YouTube decided that I must like Star Trek, which is mostly true. So my feed started showing me clips of your podcast on YouTube, and your commentary was pretty funny. So I started watching TNG yesterday. Wow, so they hadn't started watching. And I'm about halfway through episode 3 now, and I listened to your first episode from 2020 today. Being born in 1990, I saw bits and pieces of TNG on cable, but never really watched it. I watched the newer films in the 2010s, but have only seen bits and pieces of anything older. Quite a few years ago, I started watching the original series. I got through a bit of it, but never finished. Definitely love your show so far. As someone who knows some Star Trek, but never really watched the show, I'm excited to use TNG and your show as an entry point. Thanks, Jim. I just thought it was interesting because it's a reminder that the podcast started 6 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That is quite some time.
We're about to crazy.
And the crazy part is we're about to conclude TNG almost exactly 6 years from when we started. So,
we're gonna all die before we even get to anywhere close to the end.
Thanks to the breaks we take.
Sorry in advance.
Yeah, thanks to the breaks we take and the addition of DS9 airings to kind of pad it out. I think the timing has worked out such that we are around the same pace at the show as the show's actual lifetime.
Well,
that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Jim, for the email. And
thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
The next episode you're going to hear is not going to be the finale. I'm just going to fly.
Sorry to pull the rug out from under you.
Yeah. The next episode you're going to hear is probably going to be the tier list episode that Dan and I are going to do while Ricardo goes on vacation.
You're going to have to deal with us.
Yeah. But then after that, we will then eventually get to the TNG finale, 2-part movie finale, basically.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's titled All Good Things.
Now, there's a lot of pressure to love it. So
no,
you have to go in and you have to
take it. Take it for what it is. Let's be honest. So let's not
okay. I'll be very honest here. As someone who has never seen it and has been doing this particular podcast for as long as we have, it has been quite hyped, and I can scarcely believe that it could possibly live up to the level of hype that I have been exposed to personally.
That's part of the problem.
That's unfortunately going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Just got to say that now.
Like, everybody, stop hyping up all good things.
You gotta, nothing could be.
I'm going to say
good.
now, I'm going to give it a 3.
Wow.
That might end up being accurate. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Like we're pointing at the stands here.
Depending on certain things, we'll see. I already know that's not true for me, but we'll see. We're gonna.
What the audience rate this?
Well, we had. Oh my God! Thank you, Sarah. We did not give the Discord score for the Collaborator, so let me say that.
We're
Discord.
We can talk about DS9
again. Imagine Nathan very, very helpfully gave us.
I was like sitting here. I'm like waiting for you to announce the audience.
Yeah, well,
score.
thank you. Imagine Nathan again very helpfully compiled the score. The winning score was an 8. The average was a 7.7. So
okay,
that's a little higher than.
So one thing I think is people tended to like the episode when it came out because it was actually somewhat reflective of current political events. So as a result, people were like, oh, this is like very timely. And it was interesting to watch as a Star Trek interpretation. Apparently there was like...
It seemed reflective of stuff recently for us, like very recently again.
I guess that's true. Apparently it was reflective of things happening in Eastern Europe at the time of when the episode came out.
Okay.
But yeah, it's also reflective of certain things.
Yeah, I guess it's just always prescient to have stories about like, hey, hitherto unknown scandal about an official up for election is, suddenly changing the race because now they drop out because of this revelation, and now something's going to happen because of that. So
yeah, well, that's
it happens.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Like Dean Cain.
We'll see.
Yep. All right. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you guys next time for another episode of Newbie.
Take care, y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.